All right then. So now we have the file informations which we want to upload it into the cloud. So all we have to do is to um, upload the file. So let's go to our firebase.google.com and let's open our Firestore project. Resume builder, YouTube, and I hope we already enabled the storage as well as storage. Yes, we already enabled it. So inside the storage only, we are going to upload that all the images and everything. Let's make sure whether the rules and everything it's been already enabled. Yep. So rules and everything is already been enabled. So that's fine. So now all I have to do is to here. So we are getting the file information over here. So first I need to update the state. So we need to make sure that to change the UI looks like it's loading, it's processing that image. So let's say set image asset. So we'll get the image asset and we'll get the previous asset information. We'll get the previous asset information, and then using that previous asset information, I'm going to update that image loading is image loading state as a true. So now if you look here, close this, if I click this and if I choose any image, and you can okay, so it's not changing the state. What's the problem? What might be the problem? So this is the line where we are getting an issue. Refresh it. If the image asset it's loading, if the state is loading, so of course that is supposed to be changed, right? What mistake are we making? Come on, think. Yeah, now it's working. So maybe it's taking some time to render it. I'm not sure. I just refresh it. It's working fine, which is exactly the same thing we have. Okay, anyways, it's working. So now we have the file information. So let's bring that file. We change the state and we bring the file over there. And now all I have to do is to make sure whether the file type is inside the allowed type or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a file, another method called is allowed. So const is allowed equals to, and I'm going to send that file as a parameter inside here. So I'm going to check allowed type, allowed types equals to. So I'm gonna say these are the allowed image types like JPG, JPG, and JPEG and PNG. These are the things: image slash JPEG, JPG, and PNG. These are the allowed types. I need to make sure whether these files is the file type which I selected, which is comes under these kinds of extensions. So let's say allowed types dot includes the file dot type. So we will send the file type to this. Make sure the selected file type should be inside this any of the allowed types. If it is says so, then it will returns as true. So if we have the file and if we have that allowed file types also, the return answer of the allowed file type is allowed file. So by default, anyway, we are going to have the file data, so it's going to be true, and we are sending the file to this is allowed. So if the file type is inside this, then you are going to get the answer is true. Then this condition will be true. Then it will start uploading the process. If it is not inside this, then it will returns a message that the allowed file type is not supported or something. So open it. Else, what we are going to do? The else part is going to be the easiest part because we are going to throw an alert message. Let's say toast, which we already installed that alert notification dot info, and we are going to say that is going to be invalid file format. Invalid file format. Anyways, we are not allowing the user to choose apart from any other styles, but we are making sure that we are allowing the user the very specific file only, file type only. So double verification, that's it. And now if everything is fine, then we need to create a storage reference, the place where we are going to store. So let's say storage ref equals to, using the ref method which is coming from your Firestore. So all we have to do is to import that message, reference message, which is coming from one second, which is coming from your Firestore storage. Let's say import from Firebase /storage, and now you should be able to see that suggestions from the Firestore storage, and you can see it's imported over there. So now all I have to do is to open it. So from the firebase.config, from the firebase.config.js, we exported the Firestore DB, and as well as here I need to export one more thing, import from Firestore Firebase storage, and let's say get storage, and let's get that storage information and keep it inside the storage variables. Let's say get storage and supply the app, and let's export that storage from here. Save the changes. Let's use that storage object over here, storage object, which is coming from firebase.config.js storage. Then and you need to supply the file name, we need to supply the folder location, and inside that folder location, what is the file names you are going to be. So template, it's going to be templates, that's the folder name which you are trying to create, and inside this templates folder I'm going to join date.now, the current time string in the milliseconds as a number. Then along with that add the hyphen sign, along with that get the file dot name, append the file name, right? So that's the storage reference we are trying to create, and now all we have to do is to start the uploading process. So const upload task, that the object which you are creating. So upload resume bytes resumable. So if you are not sure what I'm typing over here, what is byte resumable and what is the reference and everything, you should go through their official documentation, go to their official docs, Firebase documentation, click the fundamentals, go to the build folder and click the storage, and there you can able to see all this information. Click the web and click upload files, and there you can see what is the storage reference which we created and what is the reference object that we are trying to do, and how they are referring the storage location, and as well as their name of the file, and how to upload and get the progress details and everything. So there you can find over here where is the get started. So somewhere over here you should be able to find out the bytes resumable. Where it is create references. Nope, download files. This is get download URL, the place where we get the download URL. Nope. This is supposed to be inside the upload files. Upload, they're using upload bytes method. So we are going to use the upload bytes resumable. That's the method that we are trying to use. But upload, here we go. This is the one. Upload task. Using the upload task, we are going to use the upload byte resumable. This is the exact same strategy that we are using now. See, we created the storage reference from the firebase.config, and we are creating the storage reference over here. Where it is? Okay, come on. Here we go. We created the storage reference with the storage object, which we are of our file storage, and the file name, what we are exact file name that we are trying to save. Then we created the upload task using the upload bytes resumable. We are supplying that storage reference and we are supplying the file data which we want to save. And using that upload task, once the state changed, once the state started to change, we are going to get the upload progress answers. Every progress for, or like how fast it's been getting uploaded, we are getting that progress informations. And as well as we are getting the error. If in case any error is happening, we'll get the error. And at last we'll get the download URL also. Once it's successfully uploaded, you will get the download URL by using the get download URL. So all you have to do is to go through the official documentation that will really help you to understand what exactly has been happening. So using this upload bytes resumable, inside here I need to supply the storage reference, and as well as I need to supply the file which I want to upload. That's the selected file which I have in my hand. All right, so now we have that information. Then all I have to do is to say upload task. On upload task, if there is any change, on state changed, if there is any state change, I'm going to call a callback function. So well, this function is for your the progress information, and the second function is to get the error. In case if there is any error, all I have to say is to toast dot error, and let's say error calling, and let's say error dot message, what error message it's been appearing. Save these changes, and right after this, if there is no error, then we need to get the download URL. This method is to get the download URL. All right, so here I'm going to get the snapshot. So snapshot as a parameter. Inside here, all I have to do is to figure it out how they are calculating the progress. So you don't have to write anything else. You can see we have the complete answer over here. Just copy it from there, and then I'm just going to keep it inside our state. So let's say set image asset, open it, and here I'm just going to get the previous asset information, and then I'm going to spread that previous asset, and inside the previous asset all I have to do is to use the progress, and it is apply the progress. Okay, so there is a mistake. Okay, one second, brackets are missing. Open the bracket and open this normal brackets, and inside this we need to open that functional bracket, then spread the previous asset, comma. Now we have all the previous assets information, states informations over there. Inside that I'm going to update the progress informations, which is going to be this. So every time whenever it's being uploaded, I just going to change this. So snapshot, spelling mistake, so save this changes over here. Fine, save this. Now it will calculate the progress, and the progress state will get updated every single time, and the previous state will remains the same. Only this progress state will keep on get updated every time whenever the image is being uploaded byte by byte. All right, then we'll get the error message. We need to make sure the error message, and we need to figure it out, because sometimes the error, you will get the error message like you are not authorized, or it failed due to network problem. So we need to make sure whether the user is authorized or not. So I'm just going to copy this. Inside here I'm going to open a function, and I'm going to write a if statement like if error dot message dot includes storage slash unauthorized. Don't make any spelling mistakes. So this is the condition that we are trying to if it is unauthorized, then we are just going to throw an error authorization revoked, something like that. If it is not, we are just going to throw that error message, what kind of error message it's being throwing out. So we need to make sure whether the user have the privilege to upload that template image or not, because maybe in the future you might have Like we might have a multiple admins and over there, so that we need to make sure that whether we have the complete privilege to upload it. So I think I messed up with something over here. The object opened and closed it, opened and closed. Oh, comma is missing. That's a problem. Save the changes. All right. So now here, all I have to do is to get the download URL. If there is no error, of course, it's going to trigger this. So if there is no error, so I need to get the download URL. So basically, this get download URL is coming from your Firebase storage, a default method. So I'm going to supply that upload task dot snapshot dot reference. In that upload task, whatever the reference we have sent it, we are going to send that reference. Then from it is going to return a promise. From that, I'm going to get that download URL, and I'm going to put it inside the state. So I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to paste it over here. This time we are not going to update the progress. This time we are going to update the URI, which is going to be the download URL. Save the changes. So now if everything is successfully fine, we have the URL, download URL and everything. So if this is downloaded successfully, which means this is downloaded successfully, and I'm going to send a message like the image uploaded to the server, like file uploaded successfully. Let's say toast.success image uploaded. And after the certain interval of time, I need to remove the state from true to false. So set interval like 2 seconds. After 2 seconds, once you got this alert message, after the 2 seconds, I'm going to change this image state, set image state, loading state as false. False. Save the changes. All right. So cool. Now let's get back here. That code will work perfectly fine. So if there is no URI, this is going to be rendered. If there is a URI, that means if there is a URL to display an image, what we are supposed to do. So we are supposed to create a division, class name, and position is going to be relative position, and width of course it's going to be full, height of course it's going to be full, and overflow it's going to be hidden, and rounded it's going to be empty. And inside here I'm going to bring a division image, and this image is going to display an image asset dot URI, and the class name is going to be width full, height full, and object cover. And the loading type is going to be lazy loading, because sometimes if it is a high quality image, it will take some time to load. So let's keep it as a lazy loading. So save these changes. I hope there is no mistake so far. Even in the console, there is no mistakes. Let's refresh it as well as no mistakes so far there. Cool. So now if I click this, so I should be able to select an image, click it, open it, and it's loading the progress. You can see 100% uploaded, and it's showing image uploaded successfully. And now it's loading that image also, which means the image is uploaded successfully to the cloud. Over here, let's get to the files, and you can able to see we have a templates folder which is created over there. It's created a folder called, where it is called templates, and inside this templates you can see the time string and as well as the file name which we selected, which means the file is successfully uploaded and it's been displayed over here. Now all I have to do is to add the delete privileges, because if the user wants to change this image, he selected the wrong image and he wished to change, so I need to add the delete functionality as well as, and that's what we are going to do next.